Hi, I'd like to show you a game that I've just recently discovered called Unmatched Air Traffic Control. It's a really good game. Obviously it is about air traffic control. You're controlling the movement of aircrafts in an airport, taxiing, pushing back, taking off, landing, etc. As you can see, you can work your way up through different airports. Let me see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 airports, each increase in difficulty. Different things. Some of them have one runway for both landing and taking off. I think 2 of them have that. Then you get to fixed runways, where one is fixed to landing and one is fixed to taking off. And you also get the addition of cargo planes coming up on this one. I haven't opened this one yet, so I don't know what it's about, but I'm guessing that the challenge on this one might be snow, because it looks like it's going back to the original airport, number 1. Here, if you look down at the bottom, it says timetable and regional traffic, and on this snowy one, it's timetable and regional traffic again. Don't know, haven't opened that one. I'm going to work my way to opening that one. And then they start getting a little bit more complicated again. You have radar screens, terminal views, timetable, and cargo planes. And then more and more complicated until Brooks Valley International, which is the highest level airport so far. As you can see, I've reached level 8 on that, so not doing too well. I find this airport quite difficult. It's got a radar screen, terminal views, 2 selectable runways, timetable, and helicopter traffic. But let's have a look at the first airport, because that's where you're going to start off. Now, I did read a review on the App Store before I downloaded this game, where people were complaining that it was very difficult to get money, and the developers were trying to con everybody to buy, premium currency in the game at extortionate rates. Well, I haven't bought anything yet. I've managed to open the biggest airport, which is 60,000 coins. What it lacks is a tutorial, but what I have discovered is if you click on aircraft, you'll see loads of different aircraft that you can buy, all the different airlines, different types of planes. And there's more options on different airports as well, because obviously if you have one with a chopper, you can buy choppers, and if you have one with cargo, you can buy cargo planes. The bigger the airport, you can also buy bigger planes, such as the Airbus 380 and such. Now, at first I thought, well, what's the point of buying these aircraft? Didn't seem to make any difference to the game. And then I figured out, well, actually, you earn more money if you do buy lots more aircraft. That's the way to start building up your money quite quickly and progressing through the game. Anyway, let's jump straight in and have a quick look at Rocky Mountain Regional, which is the first airport you will play. So I'll click on play. It doesn't take too long to load. And then here we are. So I've opened all the gates on this airport. But when you first get it, most of these gates will be locked, and you have to earn money to unlock them. Kind of makes sense. But we have a look around. So we're actually in air traffic control at the moment. So we're looking out over the entire airport. Right, so there we are. There's our first thing we have to do. So this is flashing up here, and basically if we select it, and then we say push back, you'll see this plane start to push back. Now, I like to play this at 4 times speed. You might want to not do that to begin with, until you get the hang of it. But for the sake of this, I'm going to speed it up. So now you have to taxi it. So now it's going to have to taxi to the end of the runway, where it's going to take off. So it's going to taxi up along there, past all these gates, which are actually your B gates. Your A gates are these ones over here, and they can take smaller planes and prop planes. And these are your B gates, which have your gantry. So we can get a different view. Now we've got another flashing light at the top here on approach. Now I'm going to bring that into land before I get this other plane to take off. So this one's waiting for takeoff, and I've got one coming into land. And I've got somebody else over here. There it is. It's come into land. I've got someone else over here asking to be pushed back. So I'm going to do that while I'm doing everything else. So now this one has landed, and you can see it's going to taxi to this centre point here, and it's going to wait for further instructions. So I can go back to this plane over here and get it to take off. Then I've got to remember that I've got a plane over here waiting for taxi, so I'll click on the taxi, and that will go up to the runway. And we've got another one on approach, so we'll bring that in. And you can see that plane coming into land in the distance there. So this plane that's waiting for a gate, we better assign it one. So when we click on gate, we get these choices. And I'm going to give it gate B2, which is, if we change the angle a bit, sorry, the wrong way, is just going to slot in there. So if we just slow this down again a bit, just to give me a chance to talk to you, you can see lots of things starting to flash. We've got plane waiting for takeoff, which we'll do. We'll take it off. And then we've got more gates waiting to be pushed back. Gate 5945 and 3691 there. And a plane waiting at the gate. So we can give that one a gate. And then if we look up on the strip again, we've got something coming in for approach, so that needs to be landed. And we need to get these gates pushed back. And that is basically the game. That is what you're doing over and over again. And I think it's about every 5 airplanes that you manage to take off successfully without crashing them into one another, you get money for. And the bigger the planes, and I don't think it's got anything to do with how quickly you do it, but obviously if the plane was delayed, you've kept it waiting in the airport for too long, so it's got behind schedule, which shows up on this list of your aircraft, where it's green and it says on time. That'll go yellow and say delayed. I think that loses you money, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so that's kind of how the game works in general. I'm not going to do anything much more with showing you what to do, because I think it's fairly self-explanatory on this level. That the trick is actually learning to get in rhythm with it and keep up with the flow of traffic coming in and the flow of traffic going out, pushing things back and so forth. The only other thing I'd like to show you is, I've just come out of that, which was a bit silly, so I'll just wait and go back in. It's probably better it restarts anyway, because I didn't want it to crash, things to crash in the middle, because that will stop it suddenly. So if we leave it, starting again now, if we leave it at off ×4 speed for this, you've got some binoculars, which are pretty cool. You can really, really see lots of detail at the gates. It's amazing the amount of detail that has been put in. I mean, these are the A gates. If we have a look over to the ones with gantries, you'll see that the gantries are actually connected up to the airliner there. And there really is a lot of detail. You also get other views, so you can have a look around the airport. So yeah, that's about it. As I said, it's a really good game. I hope you try it. and I'm going to be doing another video. I'm saving up at the moment for that 40,000 coin airport, which is the snowy one. And when I've managed to save up enough to get that, I'll do a first impressions video of it. Other than that, have fun, and I'll see you soon.